All right, we are live. So, hello, hello, hello. This is Kathy Hampton. I'm Kathy Hampton, if you don't know, from Wellside Retreats. And Wellside Retreats is a transformational destination retreat and life coaching service. And it's really all about wellness. And I talk about wellness in various ways and perspectives. And today we are going to have a guest on that I've actually had on a number of times, probably about 3 or 4 times, Marcia, right?
Yes, it's
Think
been a
about
while.
that time. And Marcia and I met some number of years ago. I'm not sure how long ago it was, but
Wow.
it was a while ago, and we met at a party. And ever since then, I've been watching her and her business flourish and thrive. And that to me is a part of wellness. Wellness in respect to someone who has created something for herself, someone who created something that she's passionate about. And she keeps moving, no matter what. So if this is the first time that you've seen me on YouTube, I have a YouTube channel and you've reached it. And I'd like you to do me a favor, and that is to like, subscribe, ring the notification bell, so that you can receive notification when I upload or come live again. And I do have people who I speak to live, and always want to really promote other people's works. That's what I think. I consider myself to be a great cheerleader, and want to cheer anybody on to success, and because they're inspirations to us all. So, Marcia, you want to tell everyone about yourself and what you do and what you create?
I am Marcia Williams. I am the founder and CEO of Embellish Beauty Concepts, and Embellish Beauty, I should say. We started the company back in 2011, right after I had my son. And so when we launched Embellish Beauty, we were, really, really looking to provide on location hair and makeup services for the everyday women. It was just a way for me because I was a hair and makeup artist. So let me start with saying that I am a licensed cosmetologist and a makeup artist and who's been in the industry for 26 plus years. So when I launched Embellish Beauty, I wanted to, really have the ability to provide services, but also be at home with my kids because I was newly married. Before, working in a salon, I was a single mom, and for many years with my oldest son, and then decided, when I got married to my husband Baron, I decided that I wanted to just kind of scale back a little bit because, we had a new family. I had my daughter, my son, and I really wanted to provide still beauty services, but on my own terms,
Mhm.
because being in, the hair industry, I mean, I can tell you, I've missed many Christmases. I've missed,
Wow.
many Thanksgivings. When people call me to say, I want hair and makeup, I'm always there. So it's like very demanding. And I wanted to like really, just have it around my own terms. Like if I felt like I wanted to take the day off, I could. I couldn't do that in a regular salon setting. It was just so much, you have to go through in order to get, out for the day or, doctor's visits, my son's sick, things like that. So I
Right.
wanted to be able to manage my own life. That was like the main thing. And I wanted to create something for myself that I can, really, really give to my kids, somewhere down the line, because that's what it's all about is creating wealth for yourself, but also creating that generational wealth for your kids. So
Right.
that is the premise behind Embellish Beauty. And so with that, I started creating, doing hair and makeup, but I also wanted to create a product that I can also give to my clients because a lot of the clients that I was dealing with had issues with, their skin and, having a lot of breakouts and not having gluten in their products and trying to, figure out ways to use products without it affecting their skin. So that was like the main reason why I developed Embellish Beauty, and I started formulating.
Okay.
Like, my own products. I have, loads of formulations of, foundations and, lipsticks and lip gloss. And so, I did that. It gave me a better understanding of the ingredients and what it takes inside of a product. And so, I really, really, focus in on trying to create from a place of love. But then I realized, soon after doing that I really didn't like to formulate like in my home. It was just like, really, really time consuming. You have to be efficient. It was just so many elements of that. So I continued on with the formulation part, but, in a different aspect, like giving it to a manufacturing company and have them formulate and produce it, because it was just, I didn't have the time or the to really scale up the way that I wanted to.
Right.
And so it was taking a lot of time, family time out. So, and that took me away from the original reason why I created the business.
Okay. Well, so the thing about it all is that since I've known you, it seems like every 6 months to a year, there has been a bump up.
Yeah,
it's been like something new, and I'm like, wow, what's she doing now? And
it's cool.
Who she is in contact with. And the thing that you just said that has resonated with me lately in this new life and work style, I call it. I actually have a blog post that's getting ready to come out that talks about this work life that I'm now in. It's a creative life, work life. And I realized probably about 2 or 3 weeks ago that I can't do what I want to do at a certain level without someone's help. I can't do all of this by myself. I don't want to do it all by myself.
Nor do you want to do it all by yourself, because it's just so much, right?
Yeah.
So many moving parts. So definitely not. Yeah.
Yeah. And I actually didn't sleep one night because I was tossing and turning, thinking about how much I was going to have to do to get to where I want to be. I mean, and I woke up and said, I need a team. I need a team. I need someone to help me do this.
You really need a team.
And what I've seen you do over the last few years is actually, do that. And what I saw that showed me some real excitement. What I got excited was when, I don't think it happened. And you told me you were almost working with Macy's until the pandemic.
Right. Yes.
Right.
That's
right.
That's
But you had been doing a lot of work on television, on makeup, that you were making up people on television. I thought that was great, and that was going to be your big blow. But you did this on your own most recently.
Yes.
Started working with someone, and you can tell us about that, who I believe has gotten you to this point right now.
Yes. So, so where do I start? So much.
I said a lot.
I guess you're referring to which part? Because there's so many different things. I think
you were featured in an article.
Oh, the Business Journal.
The Business Journal,
yeah.
Right?
Yeah. So I, over the pandemic, I was blessed. I find it to be a blessing that I connected with, who happens to be my business partner, Allison Weiss Brady, who, really, really believed in the product, in me, most importantly. And I think we connected, from the very first time that we met at a networking event. That's why it's really important to network, because you don't know, who sees you and who, really wants to connect with you and help you along in your business. And, I had to realize I couldn't do it all myself. Like, there is different aspects of this business that I operate at a high level. I find myself being in the business, working in the business, and not on the business. And that became like very problematic, you know. So I had to really, really figure out how, you know, I wanted to, you know, proceed and move and get my company to a place where it needs to be. But I couldn't do it all alone. I mean, I spent, you know, countless hours doing hair and makeup and, you know, also, you know, really working on the product. So Allison, you know, she brings a different aspect to the business because she, you know, handles PR. There's certain aspects that she is able to really bring to the business, which is like beyond a blessing.
Right. So you said you were working in the business and not on the business.
And not on the business. And
yeah.
You know, I follow Gary. He's my guy. Why do I remember his name? Gary V. Gary V.
Okay.
Gary V.
Yes.
Somebody that you really got to listen to. I mean, he, you know, helps me start my day. He is so dynamic, and he talks about like, you know, really, really being able to scale. But if you're working in your business, there's no way for you to take it up to the next level if you're in it all the time. You have to be working on it. And so I've been learning how to do that. But then I find myself falling back into, because I work behind the chair so much, and I, you know, connect with different people, and people want things, and I don't know how to say no at times. So that is like a really big thing. You got to know when to say no and be okay with saying no. Like, I always want to just make people feel beautiful. And so whatever that means, if someone called me right now and said, can I come by and get like makeup done? I would say yes. Meanwhile, I have my kids, I have, you know, tons of things, doctor's appointments. Before I came on, I was taking my son to a doctor's appointment. Like, there's things that I just don't know how to say no to. So that is problematic for me.
Yeah, no, I get it. I'm one of those, but I've learned probably the hard lesson maybe a year and a half, 2 years ago, that I had to make a shift or I was going to hurt myself. Meaning I was, you know, I become anxious, you know, because I'm pulled by what I call takers. There are takers out here in the world, right?
There's some takers out here. They will take everything.
They will take everything, including your peace of mind.
You have to be careful. Yes.
Yeah, you really have to be careful. And so I think I've got it to a point where I can say no, and I really want to say the word no, but I say, well, I really, you know, I really can't do that right now, or this isn't a good time. You know, I just want to be able to say no.
Like, you don't even have to give anybody an explanation. It's
just right. Yeah, that's right.
And you got to be okay with that. I think that's the problem, you know?
Yeah.
It's hard.
Yeah.
It's hard,
yeah.
Know?
So yeah, it's I really applaud you, because, you know, at least you know, or you're aware of where you are. But, you know, you despite all of it, you have really excelled to me, and to be able to see that, to me, it's been great. So oh, someone is telling me who they really are with their name. Her alias. I didn't know who that was.
Oh, what happened? Somebody. I can't see the comments.
So I want to talk to you about what really what I like. There are a lot of things I like about Marcia, is the fact that Marcia was doing. Are you still doing your YouTube videos and showing an application of your makeup?
Yeah, I do. I do shorts. Yep, I do.
You do shorts?
They're not long, but I do the shorts.
Okay.
Easy and I do it. Yeah.
Yeah. So she would show her application of the lipstick, of the eyelashes, of just about anything, liner, mascara, right? And so that's what I like about you, is that you share, and that's where you are probably, you're saying that you've gotten in trouble by taking the time to share your services, no matter what's going on with
Yeah.
people. I appreciate that.
Well,
And
thank you.
I even you didn't even say no to me, because I jumped
I
on
never
the
say
phone.
no.
Yes, not the phone, on messages. I
I
said,
don't say no. That's the thing. That's what the issue is. It's like, I know it can be impossible some days, but I do not say no.
yes.
People ask me
So,
stuff all the time.
yeah, and you went with it. I said, I'm gonna drop you a link, I'm gonna do this, and I'm gonna do this, and then I didn't hear from you for a minute, and then all of a sudden I said, well, maybe we can do it another time. You said, no, we're gonna do it. And so
Yeah.
I appreciate you
Yeah.
for taking the
Yeah.
time, because I want people actually to know that you have a Black Friday sale going
I
on,
do. So
and
yeah, I
it's
have a Black Friday.
30% off
Yep. Yep.
all products. And I have
You
the
can
link.
actually use it now. Like, I have it
Oh, you
set up.
can use it now?
Yeah, you can
Oh,
do it now.
okay.
Yeah. The
Good.
coupon
So
is
this
now.
is the website. You can go on and order the products. I have run out of the lipsticks I got last year, and so I will be buying. Marcia's line is what I consider to be sexy. I'm going to say that it's sexy
Now that's
stuff.
what I love to hear. Now that is what I love to hear. Yeah.
Yes, because I'm trying to slowly get my sexy back. I haven't felt that way in a while.
I love that. I love
and
that.
so
That
and so
speaks volumes. I
when
love it.
I and the names are sexy. So when I saw that last year, I don't even know how many I bought. I bought about 4 or 5
Yep.
lipsticks and
Yep.
used them up.
Yep. Yep. Yep.
Nothing has happened yet, Marcia. So I'm going to try
It's
again
okay.
this
Keep
year.
trying. It's coming. You
It's
gotta
coming.
hold on.
That's
You're
what
right there.
I.
I love it.
that, that's what I said. Someone told me, yeah, just keep on trying. Just keep
Yeah,
on,
you
just
gotta
trying to
hold
get out
on.
there. Put yourself
Because
out
just
there.
when you think that it's not gonna happen, that's when it happens,
That's
right?
what's gonna happen. That's right. That's right. So I'm gonna buy some more lipstick. I'm gonna get some more lashes. I want the short ones.
So
What
the
are the
cool
short ones called?
so this is the thing with the lashes. We have revamped the liner because that is like what keeps the lash in place. So we've revamped the liner. The liner is awesome. The lashes, I would say anybody can use the eye candy lash. It is basically Cosmopolitan magazine did a huge article on us as one of the best starter kits. So you definitely can try it out. It's a great kit for a beginner. So
Okay, eye candy lash.
eye candy lash is it.
That's the one I want.
Yep.
Okay. So I'm gonna get that one. So, yeah. So I have this whole like thing for this year, and it's like manifesting.
Yes. Yes. That's what it's about, right? We have to pour back into ourselves because
Yes.
if we
Yes.
don't, then who will, right?
And it's visionary that I'm trying to look into. I'm trying to look into
I love it.
this thing that I want,
Yes.
and
I
I
love
see
it.
it. I see a lot of it. I do
That's so good.
visionary practices and
I love
journaling, of
that.
course.
I really love that.
So it's gonna come,
Mhm.
but
Yes.
enhanced by Embellish Beauty products is how
Yes.
it's gonna come in. Yeah. So again, if you all who are out there, if you have the replay, if you're listening to the replay, this is Marcia Williams of Embellish Beauty Concepts, and she has a Black Friday special going on, 30% right now. You don't have to wait till Friday. Um, 30% off all items. And I thought that was great. Not just a select number of items, but all items.
Mhm.
And you'll be pleased to see them. It's a beautiful website, which was done, but yeah, the pictures, I will say, show the products in their true colors, true light. That's what
That's
I
so good.
appreciate.
Yeah, because we revamped it, and that's one of the things that they my team came back and said, look, gotta have it this way. Because, I'm not always thinking of those things. It's just so many moving parts. So the website has totally been laid out, and hopefully the features will really, enhance, someone's ability to, be able to click and then move through it.
Right. Okay. Okay. All right. Very good. So yes, here's the website.
And
Embellish
it's actually
Beauty.
embellishbeauty.com.
Oh, .com. Okay.
Yeah. I want
Okay.
people to get in the habit, because it'll still take you to that store, but I just, the
Okay. I
website
can
is
actually,
.com.
I can change that.
Mhm.
I believe.
Okay.
Yeah. So let's see. Embellish Beauty.com. Okay. I think I got that right. And let's see. So they're not all of the products are necessarily. Is that it?
Yep, that's it.
Okay. Are necessarily gluten free, vegan at this time, but you're working toward that. Is that
No, no,
correct?
no. They're all vegan, gluten-free, paraben-free. But
Okay.
we are working to create new stuff that's gonna, be, really, really be. We're working towards, better technology in the product.
Okay.
So, but yeah,
Great.
everything is. We try to. We there's no way around it. Our staple and who we are is vegan, gluten-free, and
Okay.
paraben-free product.
Okay, great, great. And if on you're on the website, I'm sure you'll see that also
Mm-hmm.
when making your purchase. And I want you to purchase because I stand by your products. Even from last year, I enjoyed them so much that I ran out and didn't repurchase, and I will be doing so today.
Yeah.
But I'm excited for you. I'm happy that you have demonstrated to me, and I'm sure others, your persistence and your dedication and your passion for what you're doing, because you gotta like it in order to
You really do. You
you
really
gotta
do.
love it,
You
really.
gotta love it. It's gotta
You
be the
gotta
thing
love
that you do without even making money, you
That's
know?
right. That's right. And that's what I see. And that's where, I am at this point. I like writing about wellness. I like talking about it. I love helping people, cheering people on. Um assisting and providing resources for people. And I believe also that I have to being totally into it, engaged in order to get there. And what my career has been in the past 30 some odd years, I was not feeling it, and so it was wearing on me because I was not feeling it.
That's like
And
the
so
worst feeling.
yes, it was. It was hard to get up in the morning. It was hard to be able to even talk about what I did for that long. People are like, "Why?" Well, I'm not the only one.
Yes,
so
yeah.
there are many people who, misery loves company. We all stuck in there together, just doing the thing just because it was a paycheck, or
Yeah,
someone
yeah,
was,
yeah.
instead of investing. And I know that you said a long time ago what you were and weren't not going to do, and that is another part that I love about
Yeah.
your story, is that no matter who was telling you you needed to do what pharmaceutical represent.
Oh, yeah. My mom was like, "Oh my God." She was like, "You're never gonna make any money." This is my mother. "You're never gonna make any money doing hair and makeup." And I'm like, but that's what I want to do. Like, that
Right.
is what I want to do. And I walked off a job after 5 years. And pharmaceutical, I was young, I was making money, and I was like, I'm not doing this anymore. And then I just didn't. And
That's
she was
right.
like, she could not believe that I just walked off the job like that. I was a single mom, newly single mom. She was like, "What are you doing?" I said, "I'm doing what I'm going to do."
Do,
'Cause
yeah.
I couldn't sit there and watch all my friends who graduated from hair school living their dream, and I'm sitting at a desk living someone else's dream. Make
Right.
that make sense?
There you go. Absolutely. Absolutely. And that's the beauty, I think, in your story,
Yes,
is
yes.
that it's like, yeah, go
You
on.
gotta go. You gotta, yep, you gotta
Go
keep
on,
pushing no
Kathy.
matter
Go
what.
on.
And
Yeah.
now my mom is like my biggest supporter. I mean, she calls me, she's passing out my cards to people, to random people. I'm like, Mom, I don't even like, who are you? What is happening? Why are you giving my card out? Oh my God, I mean, she tells everybody.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, that's great. That is so
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
Well, great. Well, you've inspired me for a number of years and continue to do
Oh, thank
so.
you.
Yeah, you do. You really do. And you have that beautiful family that you are taking care of. There is so much love in that family.
That family is a trip, honey.
You,
I'm
you
like,
guys are so
woo,
active.
oh, yes, they have me in all aspects. I mean, they are very demanding from the beginning to the end.
Yeah, yeah. So but and I hope that you start taking time for yourself. I'm going to preach that to you,
Yes,
to fill yourself up.
yes.
Yes.
So I do
Okay.
on a smaller scale, but
Okay.
yeah,
All
I
right.
always make sure I'm always, getting my massages going and getting,
Good.
my pedicures. But I've always been that girl. However, I ventured out to taking more trips by
Okay.
myself. So
Okay.
yeah, this year we went to
Good.
Jamaica. That was the first girls trip. Like just doing something that I probably wouldn't do normally because I'm such a homebody and I love being with my family. But yeah, I got to
Yeah.
pull myself up for sure.
Good, 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 good. I have a blog post that's going to be coming out about solo retreating. So yeah, it's really
Yeah, I
important.
want to do that when you have your. I want to do that. I want to do that. The
I want you
timing
to,
is in a line, but it's
yeah.
going to align for sure.
Okay. Well, yeah, it's coming together. It's what I learned after having my first successful retreat is that it's a lot of work.
Mhm. It is.
So
It
I will
is.
let you know when when
Yeah,
it will happen, and I want to encourage people to just create their own solo retreat until I can do a group retreat again.
yes, yes. I'm there.
Take
I'm
care of
there. I'm there.
yourself. Yeah,
Yes.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, I'm not going to keep you because you are busy, but I want to encourage everyone to basically take care of their selves in wellness and get some new makeup to and
New
know what do
makeup.
you have.
So
Okay.
these are lipsticks. They're
Okay.
new logo. Everything's printed differently. It's just nicer.
All
The
right.
packaging is so beautiful. This is our red carpet. This is the lipstick that I have on right now.
Okay. Nice.
Yeah, it's really nice.
I
And
love
then
it.
this is Boss. This is another blue
Boss.
red if you're into like a blue red.
Yes,
It's really
that's
good.
pretty. Uh-huh.
Yeah. So I have, the bundle, which is like a really good way to like have your lip gloss and a little bit of, a lipstick. You can do the bundle, which is the red, and then there's a red lip gloss that goes with it. It's a dual.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Okay. You want to show us you have any more?
Let me see. What else do I have? Oh, I have Scarlet here. That's just really nice. And which one is this? Okay, so I have the reds that I have are Moulin Rouge,
Ooh.
which is more of an orange red.
Okay.
I think that you will like that. This is really pretty.
That
Um,
is pretty. Yes.
I guess you got to figure out what. See, I see you have like an orange red on now,
Mhm.
so you will
Yeah.
probably like this. This is a great one.
Yeah. I like coral
You
light.
like
Do
the
you have
coral.
you have frost, right? Frosty?
Frosted colors.
Mhm.
Not as
Mhm.
much in the reds. They're
Okay.
all matte. We are coming out with a more like frosted, type of a lipstick. We're going to be launching a newer lipstick, like a different type of lipstick. So
Okay.
it'll be a regular lipstick, not in the tube like this. This is liquid
Okay.
lipstick.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, so this is liquid lipsticks.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
so I started with the liquid lipsticks, and I started with them because the pandemic had happened, and the basis behind these lipsticks are they are powerful. However, they're very strong in color, but they're long wear and they do not bleed or run off. Like, and
Right.
they're mask proof. So that was like the reason why I launched it, at that time. And, whenever there's an economic downturn, through the years, there's something called the lipstick effect. And so the
Oh.
lipstick effect is when there was an economic downturn through the years. And what women would do, instead of buying their normal stuff, they would splurge on a lipstick, and that would make them feel good. So it's actually a term. You could even Google it. It's like, it is a legit thing.
Wow.
So that was the premise behind reinventing this lipstick. So I reinvented it, but I wanted it to be long lasting, long wear, mask proof. I did a whole segment on Fox, mask proof, and there you have it. And that was the reason why. So now we're reinventing and we're going to just try to work on a regular lipstick, something that is, creamy and it has a little shimmer to it. That is what we're going to do.
Oh, wow. I just learned a whole thing.
Yeah, it was a whole thing and people didn't know about it.
Wow. The lipstick effect. Okay. So that's what I wore all last year then.
Yep.
Okay. I didn't even know it.
It's a term. Yeah. So, and, women, at the time through, we're talking back in the 60s, when like early on, when women couldn't even vote, the one thing that they would do, they would go out there and they will stand together and they will wear the almighty red lipstick. They will all have this powerful lipstick in New York City, on the streets of New York City, and they will fight for their right. So that was like part of it, you know what I mean? So it was like, all right, I'll create this, and as a young girl growing up, I was like a Nana's girl. Like my grandma was like my mom, like, you know what I mean? She was like she took care of me and I would like stay with her. So whenever she'd leave the house, she'd have her lipstick. And so to me, that was like, that spoke volumes to me about, who she was as a person. She always made sure she had a lipstick on. It didn't matter where she was going. She had that lipstick.
Yeah. Yeah. That's interesting. You said that because when I was younger, my mother made herself up and it seemed like it took forever. She was in the mirror forever. And, but the only thing that she would do, what she would do last was her lipstick. She would put her full makeup on. Yep. And eyes, the blush or rouge, and she'd walk around the house. We'd be getting ready, and my mother was a smoker, so she would have her cigarette and she would have her coffee. She doesn't smoke any longer, but after she had her cigarette and her coffee, she would put on her lipstick, and her lipstick was what made
the entire look. It tied everything together. Look. Right.
And she went with her color was like a burnt orange.
Ooh, I love it.
Yeah. And very full lips. And I was like, wow. Every day I'd see her like, wow, she has her lipstick on.
Well, it was like a statement though.
It was
like
a statement.
Exactly. That's why I created it. My grandma it was because of her. It was in honor of her. Like, like it was such a powerful thing that I thought, wow, like she's so, serious about this lipstick. And she was so confident and well put together. And I just thought to myself, like, that's pretty cool.
Yeah. Yeah. My mother is, if she were, she's doing fine, but if she would dress up the way she did just on a regular basis. My mother wore tailored suits. Everything was just so. Just perfectly attired, hair always in place. She still has a beautiful head of hair, although it's totally gray now. But when I think of makeup and how it is applied, I think of the times around the 60s and 70s, where my aunts and everyone was just very well made up. And I wore makeup lightly. I didn't know how to apply it.
Yeah.
And so I didn't wear it like my mother did and my aunts did, but I'd like to do
Yeah.
that more.
To do more. Yeah.
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 Being shut in the house though does not make it a good opportunity to do
No, it doesn't. You gotta find somewhere to go.
activity.
You gotta find somewhere to go. Even if it's listen, when I was like dating myself before I got married, I'd take a book, I had me a glass of wine, and I would make sure my lips were together. And I was sitting in the restaurant all by myself, and people would look at me, and and I'm like,
okay,
I was comfortable with me.
I'm taking notes. I'm taking notes. I'm gonna have to date. I'm dating myself. Yeah,
I had to take care of myself. Like,
there you go.
Who's gonna do that better than you?
Very good. I appreciate you. Appreciate you so much. And
Well,
I wish you a great Black Friday and beyond. You know,
thank you
I
so
really
much.
do.
Thank you so much.
We'll be in
thank
touch.
you for your platform and having me on. I so appreciate that.
Oh, no problem. If it's not again in the next, few months, it'll definitely be by the end of next year. We'll see you again.
Let's do
it.
And
yeah, we'll get together a little more often.
Yes, definitely.
Okay.
Yes.
Well, thanks so much. I really appreciate you for saying yes.
I told you.
Yeah, you
not
said,
much that I won't say. Well, there are some things. I do say no, but very little.
Okay. Well, I appreciate you, and you take care. Have a great holiday season.
You too. Many blessings. All right.
All right. Bye-bye. Take care.